struggling on the documentation side. I mentioned this. I was probably one of the worst out there. Not just a couple days. We're talking a couple weeks. Sometimes it creeped into longer. And my justification, which is not right, is that I did not go to school to sit in front of a computer. I want to be present with people. I want to be face to face. Right? I want to just create relationships of trust and help people heal. I don't want to sit behind a screen. And so I got less and less efficient in my documentation. And you probably wouldn't have wanted to hire me, even though I had really good outcomes, because you couldn't even actually submit what I did as a claim because I didn't create it. Right? And that was a problem, hence the burnout. So again, I'm not going to throw all these stats. We can share these with you, but you get the idea that burnout is a key in therapy as well. Okay. Same idea. Burnout remains. There's a lot of information. Overall, it's 36%. You can see the other. We're one of the highest. Okay. 36% in burnout and PT. Let's go one more. There we go. And then top concerns about the future, right? We talked about this. So decreasing your reimbursement, burnout, low salary, labor shortage. Okay. So this is just an overall snapshot of what is the state of rehab overall in our industry and what can we actually do about it. Okay. So let's go more to the solution. So this is the summary of the problems. Again, we've hit this all over the weekend, but burnout and turnover, documentation, declining reimbursement, and then just what we touched on here. It's not just that we're getting denials, it's that AI is doing the denials for them. 1.2 seconds on average, okay? It's not just Cigna. There's more payers that are using these tools, and it's what can we do about it? Okay, so next one.
Okay, so how are we using AI to fight against the problem that we're facing, right? As you know, right, AI is going to be a very big part of our lives eventually, right? It's just starting. But as Greg said, as we looked into these other payers, not only has Cigna hired and started this process, but all the other payers have as well. UHC, right? I mean, UHC is the problem one, right? Probably one of the biggest ones, but all the other payers have started to use it. And so this was released by the State of Rehab that talked about the best ways that artificial intelligence is going to touch our practices, right? With the biggest ones being, right, coding and billing, data analysis, patient engagement, right? I think are the biggest ones where we touch on with some of our technology. Okay. Another quote, it says, I believe that an AI-driven solutions present an enormous opportunity to reduce administrative responsibilities with PT upwards of 95% by some estimates. Okay. So how does it work? So what we did is we took the entire billing process of the patient model, right? From registration to charge capturing, all the way to claim submission, denial management, and reconciliation. And we said, okay, what tasks are so manual that can be automated for us to fight against how the processes that the insurance companies are doing it? So the first way we do this is called our rules engine. Okay, so our rules engine is essentially what I like to think of as like a brain for your specific practice. Okay. All of the billing rules that you guys have generated over the years or that other practices have generated in your area or across the country can be downloaded into what I like to think of as the intellectual property. And the great thing about this is as it extracts data or as your therapist finish coding, it can make sure that every claim goes out clean the first time. Right? Now, that's not necessarily unique to this software. Right? Every software has some kind of rules, right? You guys know if you look in, you can put in rules. What's beautiful is the way that this machine learns. Okay. So we were able to plug into some of the payer portals in order to find out the reasons for why a claim was denied faster than a human can do it. In fact, if we have a meeting sometime later than now, I can show you a video that allows us to do almost 140 hours of manual tasks in 6 seconds, right? So who can tell me if a denial was to come through, why is it important to find the reason for the denial faster than potentially waiting 140 hours? Stop making the mistake. Perfect. Turn it around faster, right? If we can turn around claims faster, then we get paid faster. But that's my favorite answer, right? If we're able to find the reason for the denial faster, then we can stop it from continuing to happen. It's just like in PT, right? Is it better to see the patient early in the rehab or after they've gone through multiple surgeries and never got diagnostic testing and now they're all scar tissued up and retiring from a great career? So if we can use this technology to turn around claims faster, we prevent those denials from ever happening. Okay. Now, what about if denials do get through? Okay. So just like the payers have the ability to have AI read claims, right, and deny them in bulk, so can our software look at claims and bunch them together for denial reasons. Okay. So a lot of times a billing company that's manual based will have to go to one denial, go find out the reason for the denial, then fix the denial, right? Then they go to the next one. Denial, reason, fix. Denial, reason, fix, right? With this software, we're able to combine all the like denials together and bulk fix them with one click of a button. Okay? Again, going back to the term, how do we fight that fire with this fire? Okay? And then lastly, our eligibility process, right? So if we're able to find out at the time of service, the patient calls, you can type in a few things and check their eligibility in just a couple seconds. You can tell them on their phone what they're going to owe, what their benefits are, and then we check them with every single visit. So as soon as a patient's insurance lapse, as soon as they hit their deductible, as soon as they hit their out-of-pocket max, we know it and we're calculating it for you.